Hello, Fabulous Leo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2013, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Where it comes to love, I think about this idea of the very delicate balance between love given and love received. Now, the entire zodiac, the entire sky, and I do believe that the entire universe is constantly conspiring to move us all towards greater love and greater wisdom. In fact, it is my personal mission to affirm this in the world, and everything I do is about affirming this belief that I have, this very strong belief that I have, that the universe is wise and is loving. And so the entire zodiac in its own way expresses levels of learning, if you will, that have to do with moving us all towards greater love and greater wisdom. But this is your love horoscope. And so looking at the sky for love, I think about this notion of love given and love received. And that is really a very delicate balance. And it is a balance that you will be working on this month. And so when I look at the beginning of the month, it's very much about what you're giving. And so there seems to be a very generous spirit with you. There seems to be a spirit of flirtation and fun. And you certainly are getting your flirt on. And it does look like you are enjoying yourself. And that is when the roots of real love can take place. Because really, what I found again and again, and I've seen this in so many people, and Leos in particular, because Leos love the feeling of love, they can at times find themselves sort of in pursuit because they love that feeling, that flush, that adrenaline of the experience of love. And that can be very nice, and that can really trigger their generosity. So they do have this, you do have this reputation of generosity. And this has to do with giving love and wanting the experience of love, which is beautiful, which is great, which is one part of love. But then when it starts to feel like you're doing all the giving and not receiving, that's when it can become a problem. And it can also become a problem when it starts to get really real, okay? Because love doesn't always involve that flutter. That flutter is not meant to last. And really, when that fun leaves, that lightness, that fun leaves, and the work begins, it really is those roots, those seeds that took place where there was lightness, where there was fun, that can carry couples through the times when it does feel like there's more honest sharing, there's more searing sharing as well. And so it is with you this month. I do think that you are going to find yourself feeling really good, especially in the early part of the month. If you are attached, you are going to find yourself feeling very generous and enjoying the company of your partner. If you are single, as I said, you will be getting your flirt on, and it does look like you're enjoying your life very much, which is very nice. But then once we get you later on into the month, it looks like that's when you start to look at, okay, what am I attracting back based on what I'm giving? And is it fair? Because a lot of times, look, from a universal perspective, absolutely. Whatever you put out into the world, you receive. I believe that very much. However, that doesn't always mean that you receive from exactly where you thought you would receive. And so you being generous with one person doesn't necessarily mean that that exact person is going to return. But your generosity, of course, will be returned in other ways. And so this month, I do think, and I do see you being especially generous, but be mindful of the different ways in which the universe is returning that generosity, because the universe is balancing out for you. The universe is fair. And so as the universe is balancing out for you and returning that, it does look like you might be looking at one particular way and one particular source in which you want your generosity and love returned to you. And the thing is that maybe you're placing some limits that might not be fair. And those limits have to do with expectations, because there really is so much love available to you this month. In particular, I mean, in general, of course, love is always available to you. But this month in particular, I do think the experience of love is going to be especially heightened for you. The joy of love is going to be especially heightened for you. Stay in that joy. And you will find that there are so many ways in which that is being affirmed and returned to you. Try not to make it just about one particular circumstance or one particular way in which that love must be returned, because then you limit the universe. Don't do that, because there really is an abundance of love, an abundance of ways in which the universe wants you to know that you are loved always, but especially true this month. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.